All right, so as I mentioned, this is my preferred place to go and hire people. ProBlogger.net, ProBlogger.com/jobs. And if you just Google ProBlogger jobs, you can find this as well. But I'll link to it in the membership site. The reason why I absolutely love this is ProBlogger also has a bunch of resources directly related to understanding how to become a blogger, how to become a content writer. So it's really, really good because it already has the audience necessary to create really awesome content. And as you can see here, there's tons and tons of jobs that get posted here all the time. And the reason being, it's so cheap. It's $70 to post your job for 30 days. And let me tell you, like, we've posted a handful of times here. Every time we get over 50 applications, like a lot of people. And it's not garbage applications. Like, these are people who have written for Huffington Post, who have written for Entrepreneur. Like, they're phenomenal quality writers, and they don't charge a whole lot. So here's an example of the ad that we put in February this year. So one of our first ones that we posted, and it's just very basic. It's just here. Here's what we're after. Here's what you need to know. Here's some examples of content that we really like and an idea of what those topics look like. And then here's some information on descriptions and kind of what would be in there. And what we did in here is, at this point in time, we had a particular price point we wanted to pay for the articles that we were doing. So for a 1,500 word article, we were going to pay $100, which is on the low end for sure. But we actually got a handful of applications here, two of which were absolutely phenomenal folks, and they ended up coming to work for us. And they're now our content writers. We still use them. We use them for clients. We use them for ourselves. They're amazing, and they only charge us $100 for 1,500 words. And when we scaled up to even larger style content, it's still just as cheap, which is great. But basically, this is what it looks like in the end. And I'll have a link to this job description as well. But basically, all you're going to do is go to the site, click post the job. You're going to, sign up for an account, get all your info in here. When you click register, then you'll be able to go and post the job, and they make you pay before, I believe. But you'll be able to post a job, keep track of all the jobs that you've created. And you can use this to copy off of, but the easiest thing to do, honestly, go to the job section, look for something related to you. So maybe it's fitness, and honestly, just like take these jobs that are posted and just copy the bits and pieces that you like. Like, that's exactly how we crafted ours together. We just copied the bits and pieces that we liked, that made a lot of sense to us. And in the end, it worked out really well for us. So, easiest way to do it, go to ProBlogger, find a job description you like, copy and paste the elements that you need, and then just, post the job. Within, 72 hours, you'll have upwards of 30, 40 responses, maybe even more. And really what you want to do is just filter through, make sure you find folks who have followed your instruction. So what we always used to instruct was send us over at least 3 samples that are relevant to the topics and industry that we're working in. Include a link to some of the clients that you've worked for. So ideally some published live posts, and also let us know your rates per word as well as per 2,500 word article. And basically, if they didn't cover off all 3 of those in their initial email, they immediately got trashed. If they can't follow instruction on the first email when they're applying, chances are they're not going to follow instructions when you start working with them. Then the second step that we look at is, is their background relevant? Is the content that they write good? Have they written long form content? Because writing long form content is hard. So if none of their content's above 2,000 words or even above 1,000 words, they're not going to work out. And then the final thing that we look at is just their rate. So, if their rate's decent, then we give them a trial. And the trial is basically one article on the lower end, the 2,000 to 3,000 word end. And we see what that content looks like. If it fits all of our guidelines and it fits what we need, then, we move forward and we work with them on an ongoing basis. If not, they really only get one shot to impress us. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. That's basically how we go about hiring our writers.